Hey guys, so today I am going to be showing you all the designs I made in 2022, and I didn't think it was that many designs, but after looking at it I'm like, dang, I actually did a lot of work this year. So if you don't know, I did a video like this last year and a lot of you guys seem to like it, so I thought it'd be fun to do again this year. It's also kind of just fun for me to revisit my designs. I feel like a lot of the time after I finish making something I kind of just like throw it aside for a bit and forget about it, so it was kind of interesting to get all my stuff together and just like see exactly everything I made this year. And I mean, this was a crazy year for me too. It's just been a big year for me. There's been a lot of changes, but I still here looming, so I thought it'd be fun to show you guys everything I made this year. So we're gonna flip to my hands. I'm gonna show you everything I did this year, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. So like I said, we're not gonna be going in any particular order when I show you these, like all my designs from this past year. It's gonna show you them however I feel like, but I also just wanted to give a quick shout out to my own Instagram account, which I rarely show you guys, but here's my Instagram. A big change that also happened this year for me was I finally started posting my art on my Instagram. So like here we have a painting I did at school. But I always post all my loom stuff on here, so if you want to follow me and check me out, my Instagram's always linked down below. But I just want to give a quick shout out to my Instagram, because if you follow my Instagram, you've probably seen most of these designs. And oh look, there's me with my YouTuber. That was a fun day. I've also been posting photos of myself, which is weird for me, so yeah. So definitely check out my Instagram if you want to see any of these designs. I try to post everything on here. This is actually how I found out what exactly I made this year. I went to my Instagram and I was like, what did I make? So yeah, so here's everything. But I will be showing you everything I made this year. So yeah. And I'm gonna start with this design, which is kind of mine, but also kind of a variation of someone else's design. So these two balloon dogs were a design I made this past year, and I really like them. I'm very proud of them, but these are actually mini versions of Zimmy's big balloon dog, which they let me make a tutorial for, so thank you so much, Zimmy. But this was definitely, I feel like this one's more my design because I made a mini version of it, but it's like one of those weird designs where it's like, it's also a variation because it's technically Zimmy's design. So yeah, I made this year, and I actually made a lot of tutorials for Zimmy, I think I've made. This was definitely my second tutorial. I did the mammoth that was for Zimmy, and then I had the mini mammoth, which I think was actually last year when I filmed that one. And then coming soon that I'm doing for Zimmy is going to be a tutorial for this pie they made. So Zimmy made this pie design and they reached out to me so I could help them fix a few issues they had in the design, and I really appreciate them reaching out because, I don't know, I always like working with people, kinda. I don't know if it's working with people, but I'm always, like I said, I'm always honored when people reach out to me and they want me to like either help them with their design, like in this case, or they want me to make a tutorial. I always feel so honored when people do that, because I'm like, oh my god, they think I can loom, even though I've been doing this for so long. I don't know. But yeah, this one's not my design, this one's Zimmy's. I just helped them out a little bit, but there will be a tutorial for this soon. And I don't know, yeah, designs I made this year. I've been having fun making tutorials and things for Zimmy, even though I think Zimmy has her own channel. I'll link it down below if she does. I'm not 100% certain, but I think they do. So another design I made this year was this goose. I don't 100% like how this goose looks. I want to fix a few things, but I posted this goose on my Instagram actually when I went to London, and part of the reason why I made a goose is supposedly I think there's a lot of geese in London. But I posted it and everyone since then has been like, when's the goose coming? And I'm like, I don't know, because I'm not 100% happy with this design. So I'm probably going to revisit this soon because a lot of you guys really like the concept and everything. But I think it, like, I don't know, I feel like the neck needs to be a little more bent. Something needs to be fixed on the head here. And like, I don't know, there's just a couple small fixes I need to do. But yeah, this guy just reminds me of when I went to Europe, because he came to Europe with me. He's very well traveled, I guess. I don't know. Oh, this is another fun design. So this design I actually made on the car on the way to a Coldplay concert. I was just looming in the car and I was like, you know what would be cute? A whale shark. So I made a whale shark. And once again, this is another design that ever since I posted it, you guys have been like, where's the whale shark? And I'm like, I'm not happy with it. So I have to revisit this design as well and fix it. What I want to fix mainly is I feel like he's a little too, like, I think he should be a little longer. The face I do like. I like how this bit turned out, but I think he should be longer. I also think that these dots should have happened like in the pattern. So I gotta sort that out. But yeah. I did post photos on Instagram of this guy at a Coldplay concert. He came to Coldplay with me. I saw Coldplay this year. That's another fun thing that happened. Yeah. Also, just a quick note before we continue any further. If you see any designs in this video, or if you saw any designs in my video last year and you're like, what happened to those? Just like, tell me in the comments, because I have so many designs and I'm constantly working on so many things. I do forget what designs I have, and like, whenever you guys comment like what happened to this design, I'm like, right, that was a thing I was doing, and I just completely forget. I'm kind of bad at remembering things, so if you ever, like, if there's a design you've been waiting for and you're like, where is it, just like casually comment, be like, hey Ginger, what happened to it, and I'll be like, oh my god, I forgot about that, and I'll probably end up making a tutorial for it. It's just like my little brain sometimes. Let's see what else we have. Oh, these, I loved these. I was so happy with how these turned out. So these were my Halloween trick-or-treat bucket design, and this was kind of a funny, I don't know, I made these while I was at school, so I did them like between projects and stuff, and they were inspired by like the McDonald's like trick-or-treat buckets that came out, because I'm like, that would be such a cute design. And they had little candies in them. All their candies fell out various places, but there is one candy left. And I love this design, because like there's little candies in it. And it's super cute, and this turned out so much better than I thought. When I made it, I was like, I don't know how this is gonna look, but then with the candies and just everything and how it was, I was like, oh my god, I love this one. So yeah, we have our Halloween trick-or-treat bucket. I love Halloween, so this design was so fun to make. I love this one. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, here's another design from this past year. So I also made a Frankenstein Designer on Halloween. I didn't get to make a tutorial for this guy. I've made like 2 different Frankensteins over the years. Both of them still don't have tutorials. I think I really like this version of Frankenstein though. He might be getting a tutorial maybe next year around Halloween time. But I really like how he turned out. I also tried to make him look very similar to my Bride of Frankenstein design. I think these two fit pretty well together. So I'll probably end up making a tutorial for this guy around Halloween next year, but yeah. Also, secrets. I didn't make the back of his shirt black, I messed up. But yeah, he's super cute. I really like how this guy turns out. I think the unibrow definitely adds, like, yes. So, maybe. I know a couple of you guys said that you wouldn't mind getting Halloween tutorials after Halloween, but I don't know. We'll see what I end up doing. Another design I made this year that I loved, and I was surprised I loved it so much, that I definitely made because I felt like you guys would like it, was my big duck design, which also have Christmas hats right now because it's the season for Christmas hats. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see them better. But yeah, my big duck design was something that happened this year that I definitely made this design because I felt like you guys would really like it. My duck design's like the most popular design on my channel, and I ended up really loving this design. I'm not too usually fond of big loom designs, but this guy turned out so good. And yeah, he has reindeer antlers right now. All my ducks have festive hats. And of course the hat for my duck was something I made this year too. Just a fun festive duck hat. Yeah. I am thinking about making bigger versions of some other designs, so if there's any one of my current designs that you're like, I would love it if you made that bigger, comment down below and let me know which ones it is, because I have a couple ideas already, but if there is a design that you're like, please make it bigger, just let me know. So this is also another one that came out around Halloween time, which is my clown design. I absolutely love how this design turned out. The clown, it was kind of random. I also made this one while I was away at school. But I was literally just like kind of like thinking of what things I could make for Halloween, and I thought a clown would be so cute, and he turned out better than I could have imagined. So here's my clown design. I feel like this one can also just be like a non-Halloween design, so if you're looking for something to make of mine that you haven't, I recommend the clown. I love this design so much. I thought I made him last year, but then when I was looking on Instagram, I was like, that happened this year? My alpaca. I thought I made this like years ago. I was like, that's totally like a 2021 thing, and no, I made it this year, so that was fun. But yeah, we have my alpaca design. This is also one of my favorite designs. When I did my loom game in the summer, a lot of people made alpacas, and I was like, man, my alpaca design, it's really cute. There was a couple alpacas that almost won too, so yeah. Some alpacas. This is another design that I feel like if you haven't made it yet, you definitely should. It's so cute. I just love this alpaca design. It's just adorable. This is definitely another one of my favorites from this past year that I made literally because there's just so many squirrels running around my school, and I was like, man, I should make a squirrel. It was also just funny timing because somebody did comment on one of my videos like, I would love it if you made a squirrel design, and I was like, I don't know, maybe. And then I just kept seeing the squirrels at my school, and I was like, I gotta make a squirrel, like, it's just gotta happen. So I made a squirrel, and look how cute. I love this design. I think I am gonna end up listing these 2 squirrels on Etsy though, because I don't need this many squirrels. Or maybe I do need this many squirrels, but they're just so cute. And I mean, this design, it was kind of tricky because it is a lot of attaching, but I do love it and I think it's adorable, and this might be honestly one of my favorite designs from the year. I think at the end of this video I'll let you know which exactly like my favorite versus like least favorite design of this past year was. But yeah, the squirrels are up there. This, I actually completely forgot that this happened this year. I made a hook-only bracelet and I was like looking at my Instagram and I was like, that was this year. I swear, anything that happened in January, I'm just like, that was ages ago. That was like another lifetime, but it actually was like this year. I made a hook-only bracelet design. So this is the, what is it? What did I call this bracelet? I don't even remember. But yeah, I made a hook-only bracelet, which is insane. I don't remember making this, but I did it this year, so that's fun. So we have Baby Yoda, Tsum Tsum, and Mando. I don't have the pattern for Mando released, and honestly, one of his eyes broke. So that's fun. One of his eyes are a little broken right now. I don't know. I've been having issues that some of my Rainbowloom bands break more. I think it's their new band formula, if I'm being honest, but I made Mando this year. His design I feel like needs some tweaking, but I recently released the pattern for this mini Grogu Tsum Tsum pattern, and it's in the video of when I went live in the description. If you check it, you can find the pattern. But yeah, these are some guys I made this year. And they're so cute. I'm so excited for the new season of The Mandalorian. More Tsum Tsums. So I made an Ursula Tsum Tsum this year, and one of her bands came untucked. Let's ignore that. But I made an Ursula Tsum Tsum. I made an Ariel Tsum Tsum. I've already released the pattern for Ariel. And I believe like last year I made the Tsum Tsum, like the mini flounder Tsum Tsum. So the pattern for mini flounder's out, the pattern for Ariel's out. We just don't have one for Ursula yet, but I'm working on it. But yeah, these are another design from this past year that was just kind of fun to make. I really had fun making a little series of characters. I might do that some more. Because like I've made like the series, I guess, of like, or I guess like the series of like Miraculous Tsum Tsums, and then I have like, I did the Soul Tsum Tsums as well last year, and I did Little Mermaid this year. I don't know, it's just kind of fun to make like a little series of characters, I feel. This one I also forgot happened this year, but I made a little jelly bean design. This was kind of just fun. I don't know, just jelly beans. This was definitely a silly-ish kind of design I made around Easter, but I really like how it looks, and they're just funny. I have not much to say about that design. This is a kind of recent design that you've probably seen because I've been posting it a ton, but my reindeer, I love this. This reindeer turned out so much better. This is another one that just turned out so much better than I imagined it. Look how cute they are. This is definitely another one of my favorite designs. This is probably my favorite of all my Christmas designs. This reindeer is just so adorable. So adorable. They're just so cute. Like, this design is definitely like 10 out of 10 Christmas design. Love it. It's a kind of a failed design I forgot about, and when I went live recently, someone brought it up, and I was like, bruh, I forgot about I was doing that. But I was working on making some mini dinos, and I have a couple of like, I guess like prototype mini dinos that this guy needs a couple fixes, but I forgot, and my mini Stegosaurus is pretty much done, and I just forgot about it, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I think I have the pattern for the main body of this guy already written down. I just completely forgot about this design. So this is kind of why I say, if you remember one of my designs and you're like, I really wanted to make that, what happened to it? Like, comment or something, because sometimes I just forget, and I completely forgot about these mini dinos that I think I'm definitely gonna like fix them up, and maybe I'll post some soon, but I like completely forgot about these guys. And they're not completely done, as you can see. I was kind of just working on them, but I think it's a good start. And I think that the like Stegosaurus one is almost done. I do need to do a couple fixes on the one with the long neck, but I kind of honestly like how he is, because to me his like body proportions are perfect, so it kind of makes him look like a baby. I don't know. But yeah, this guy's pretty much done, and I completely forgot. So that's fun. And I only have one of for some reason. I guess I kind of lost the rest. But I made a bunch of Peeps. But this time, they are the chick Peeps, because I know I already had the bunny Peeps design, so this is based off like the Peeps candy. And this is the chick. And I love this design. Honestly, doing this video is kind of reminding me how many cool designs I made this past year. I feel like I sometimes forget about them after I make them and make the tutorial, but I really did make a lot of cool things this year, so yeah. I'm really proud of this one because Peeps are honestly one of my favorite candies. I have such a sweet tooth, if you don't know. And this design turned out so perfect, and I was so happy when I finally got it right and it looked like a Peep. I was like, yes! I did it, because I had tried multiple years before and it just had not happened, and I was so happy when it finally happened. Oh, I do have two Peeps. Okay, I do have two Peeps here. But I feel like another thing a lot of people have realized is how like long I kind of work on designs sometimes, and this Peep is definitely a good example of that, of something like I tried years ago and it didn't work out, and I kind of waited, you know, made other things, and then I came back to it and then it finally happened. So I would definitely say if you're trying to make your own designs, don't worry if it doesn't come out first try. There's definitely designs I've taken breaks from for years and then come back years later and it finally happens. So, you know, don't be too hard on yourself. Because I know I always get the question about people who want to make their own designs, and it's honestly, like, it's kind of hard. Oh, that guy's missing an eye, but another design is my watermelons. This one was so fun, and I knew I wanted to do ever since the year before when I made the bigger watermelons, so this was kind of just a matter of downsizing them to be a reasonable size. Let's ignore the fact that he lost an eye. But yeah, I absolutely love these guys. These were fun. I love my watermelon design. It's just a fun summery design. Very cute triangle guys. Yeah. I was experimenting with this guy not putting seeds on the front and he just looks so naked. Like, definitely the seeds add something. I was experimenting with different seed placements, kind of. But yeah, my watermelons. This was kind of a design that I didn't post because I felt like it was more of a variation, but it was kind of just a fun, quick, and easy one. So this is my heart design basically with a stick, and it turns into like a lollipop, I realized. So basically, if you get my heart design and you just stick a stick on it, it'll look like a lollipop. Which I realized this year, and I never posted him anywhere. Maybe I'll post him for like Valentine's this year, but I was going through my loom stuff and I was like, I forgot about him as well. This was another summer design that I loved and I was happy I finally made. It's like a 2-stick popsicle. They both lost their mouths in my loom bin, so let's ignore that, but my 2-stick popsicle design, this one's so much fun. I always eat these popsicles in the summer, and after I made my snow cone last year, I knew I had to make these guys this year. They turned out so well, and I just love this design. It's so fun, and this is, yeah, I'm really proud of this one. I'm so proud of so many of my designs. Good for me. And I did make a couple fruits this year, so we had my blueberry design. I don't know honestly how I feel. Oh, this one guy doesn't have a face. Interesting. But I don't know how I feel about these guys. I constantly flip between like, yeah, that's a good design and I could have done better, but I don't know. These are kind of a recent one, but you guys really wanted this design and I was iffy on it. But yeah, we have my blueberry design. And kind of to go with the blueberry, I have my strawberry design. See, sometimes I just lose mouths, and I don't know why, but we have my strawberry design. This is a strawberry without the chocolate. These are my strawberries dipped in chocolate. I honestly don't know. I don't remember how I came up with the idea to make them look like they're dipped in chocolate, but it's just such a cute idea. I think I made these guys around Valentine's Day too. But you can make my strawberry design like completely naked and he's just a strawberry. I love this. See, this is just making me realize everything I made this year. I'm like, man, I did a great job this year. I don't know. So we're almost through with all my designs for this year. This one that I also forgot about, that is also a design I feel like I had tried to do in years past and it never worked out, and it finally did this year, was my 4-leaf clover design. Which I really love. They're just fun. I don't know. This design was kind of just a fun one that I was kind of happy finally worked out, because I had tried to make this, like I said, in years past and it just did not happen. So this year when I finally got it right, it was just so good. I was so happy with this one. Okay, these guys lost a lot of eyes, but we also had my corn dog design, which was kind of a punny design that was inspired by a polymer clay thing I found. I think I say it in the tutorial. And these were made with off-brand bands, which is kind of why I'm not surprised that they're breaking, because that usually happens with off-brand bands. But this is a fun design. It's kind of punny. It's a corn dog. You get it, hopefully. But yeah, it's just kind of a funny design. I mean, you could also just make a corn dog with this, if you don't put all the dog features, then it would just be a corn dog. But I kind of did it the punny way, I guess. Another popsicle design I made this past year was my push pop design, which I don't know if they still sell in stores, but I definitely remember these from like my childhood, I guess, of just eating push pops, and they would be like 3 colors. And this design I feel like was not that popular, but I really liked it. It was just something that I thought was fun and was cute, so I did it, so yep. Not much to say on this guy. I really like him, and I feel like this is a design that's kind of cuter in person when you see like all 3 colors. It's kind of hard to show like on Instagram and stuff, because it's like, I don't know. I don't know. This is another design I feel like I didn't make a tutorial for, because I feel like there's already designs similar to this, but I tried to make like a little mouse, and I'm like 99% sure there's already a design that looks like this, so I didn't make a tutorial for it, but I did post it, and they're kind of cute, but yeah, I never really did anything with this design, so. We just had all different sizes of duck this year, I swear, because I also made my mini ducks this year, which are like, they're significantly smaller than my regular ducks, but these guys also came to Europe with me, so they've also traveled the world, I guess, I don't know. But, yeah, they were a fun design. We have like three different sizes of ducks on this channel now. We have the mini duck, the big duck, the regular size duck. So that's fun. I don't know why I made so many different sizes of ducks this year. I guess the kind of last few designs are some recent ones. I posted this guy on Instagram on Christmas Eve. I actually haven't finished posting my Christmas photos as of when I'm filming this, and it's like already almost New Year's. I need to get on top of that. But I made like a milk and cookies design. His mouth fell off too, are you kidding me? It's like a milk and cookies design, so you got like the cup of milk, you have some little cookies. And I was surprised how many people thought this was cute, because I thought this was kind of a meh design for me. I'm like, it's not that great, but then when I posted on Instagram, everyone was like, we love it, I want a tutorial, and I was like, wasn't expecting that from this, but okay. But yeah, just milk and cookies, I don't know. It's kind of weird whenever I design things, because there's certain designs I'm like, this, like, everyone's gonna love this, like, I think it's amazing, and then some people, everyone's kind of like, meh, and then I'll post something like this, which I think is kind of meh, and then you guys are like, 10 out of 10, like, amazing, and I'm like, what? Just kind of shows how, like, everyone has different tastes, but I don't know. Everyone thought this design was cute, and I was iffy on it, but I did post a really cute photo of it, because I had, like, this guy in the top, and then, yeah, it was cute. These are kind of recent / still working on, is these cupcake design, which I like the bottom of the cupcake, so like this bottom bit of cupcake is perfect, but I've been struggling with the icing. Everyone said this icing was okay. I was like, I can do better, so then I tried to do this. That's not really better. I finally got to this, which I think is better, but I gotta fix the top portion. But I think I'm almost there with this design. I really like it though, and I think it's a cute design. Like, honestly though, like, forget the icing, like, look at the top of it, like the bottom of this guy, it looks really good. So yeah, I don't know. This design is kind of one that I'm showing in this video because I did make it this year, but it's definitely been struggling for a while now, and I think I've almost got it. Like, it just needs a little bit of help, but not much. Very last thing I made this year is actually something I made like literally a couple nights ago. I'm kind of working on a little Yeti design, and he's so cute. So I'm gonna put his face right here. I'm not sure how he looks yet because I haven't tried the face on, but I thought I would include him in this video because he's like really fairly recent. Like, I literally was working on him this week, and I think he's starting to turn out so cute. So he's gonna be a Yeti, and I'm really excited. And yeah, so I think that's all the designs I've made this past year. I originally thought, man, I didn't do that many, but now that I'm looking at it, like, I made so many things this year, which is insane. I guess we'll flip back to me so I can wrap up the video, but I kind of just wanted to shove everything in, like, all my loom things. Like, I don't know, there's so many of them. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the designs I made this year. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, before I went to film this video, I was like, I didn't make much this year. I don't know if there's much I'm proud of, but actually after seeing everything I made this year, I made some pretty cool things, which is really awesome. Like, I feel like I forget sometimes about my loom stuff because I do so much non-looming stuff that I'm like, poof, my loom stuff is just there, and I feel like I sometimes even don't give myself enough credit for what I do because I made some really cool designs this year. And it's really cool to see them all together like this. I'm really glad I filmed this video. I was iffy. I know you guys liked it, but I was like, it's just gonna be kind of a video of me showing things, but this was kind of really cool for me to see everything I've made this past year. So I thought it'd be cool if I said my favorite design and maybe my least favorite design from this year that I've made, just as a little fun. Some people said I should rate my designs, but I knew I would never be able to do that because they're all like a 10 out of 10 in my book. And in the comments you can tell me what your favorite design and maybe least favorite design that I made this year was. I think my least favorite design I made this year was the blueberry. I don't know why. No hate to the blueberry, but it's just, I don't know. I know you guys are gonna be like, Ginger, we love the blueberry, but I think of everything I made this year, this is probably my least favorite design. It's just very simple, and I don't really know how I feel about it. No hate to the blueberry, it's still a good solid design, but I think it's definitely probably my least favorite from this year. Now my favorite design from this year. This is gonna be hard because there's a lot I made that I'm very proud of, and I don't know. I think my favorite might be the squirrel that I made this year. Partially maybe because it reminds me of my school, and like there's kind of a little bit of a story behind this guy because I just kept seeing squirrels at my school and I was like, I gotta make that. But I think this is my favorite design I made this year. I feel like the design though that I was like the most surprised I liked was definitely the big duck. I don't tend to like big things, and I honestly, when I made it, I was kind of really making it for you guys because a lot of you guys I knew would probably like this. I didn't think I would like it, but I love this guy, and now I'm making him hats. I don't even know. So I think that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the designs I made. Like I said, I would love to hear what you think my best design this year was, or just your favorite. Like, it doesn't have to be the best, just whatever you like that I made this year, and maybe what your least favorite is too. If you were like, yeah, Ginger, I didn't really like that, I would like to hear it. You know, I can take the constructive criticism, guys, and even if you guys don't like the design, I'm still gonna make stuff anyways, so it doesn't matter. That sounds harsh. I hope you enjoyed seeing everything I made this year. If you can subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. I'm not stopping looming. There's gonna be new stuff in 2023. It sounds so weird to say 2023. That's like, what? It's in a couple days. That's so weird. Don't know what's coming. I mean, you saw a couple designs this year that I never finished that'll probably be getting tutorials in 2023, so subscribe if you want to see that. If you want to see what's coming, you can follow me on Instagram as well, which is gingercel. I'm also gonna hopefully try to post more of what I'm doing in school on my story and stuff. And there's also art that's going to be going on my Instagram, so if you just want to keep up with me, my Instagram's a good place to do that. So I think that's it for this video. I hope you liked it, and I will see you probably in another video. I don't know if I'll have any more videos before 2023, but I will see you soon, so bye.